Hey folks, how's it going? We're checking out a new show. This is One Foot in the Grave. Hopefully you guys having a fantastic day. This did really good on the polls, man. It really went beyond all the rest of the shows. A few of the shows made it to the hundreds, but this I think was like 200 something votes, 234 I believe. I could be wrong, I could be off, but it was up there. It really like blew past the rest of the shows. But and this show's been brought up a lot, so I'm not surprised that it won. And if you've been around long enough, you know all the shows I go into, I do not judge them harshly, especially the first couple episodes. In some cases, the first season, because I know you have to grow with the characters. The writing starts to develop more, the whole shebang. This happens quite often where people ask me, don't give up because it gets good at season 3, or don't quit the show because it gets good once you get to midway through season 2. That type of stuff comes up with every show. I don't do that. I don't judge it harshly, and the same thing that made you stick around when you first watched the show will be the same thing for me, man. Because once you get further in, you can look back at those past episodes and go like, oh man, those were not good. But me, I'm fresh into it, so I don't have that insight that you guys have, you know? Pretend like it's you watching the show for the first time and when you enjoyed it for the first time. I try to reiterate that as much as possible, that I try to give shows a real shot. You know, I don't just dip out. Here's the deal, sometimes that happens where the first season and the first episode is actually a banger. It's actually pretty good. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens, you know? But yeah, man, I look forward to checking this out. Let's just go ahead and jump into it, folks. We'll talk about it more at the end.
26 years sitting behind a reception desk. What must that do to a man's brain?
I should think it does a lot of good myself.
I suppose it's a bit like one of those polar bears that just suddenly snaps and ends up lumbering around its cage, bellowing at everyone in a rather irrational manner.
Oh, either way, it'll be a merciful release. God, early retirement at 60. You have told him.
Oh, buddy. Taking to do the whole desk apart and haven't even told me yet?
Yes, I will, Mildred. Right. Bye.
Now, have I got everything? Watch, fountain pen, cap, wallet, car keys.
Cold-blooded.
Don't run off with our chiropodist.
Well, I'm going to be late. I'm off. I'll see you this evening.
Bye, Victor.
He's gonna make it all the way to work. They are bogus.
So, there we are, Victor. As I say, it's never an easy one for us. How do you ever replace a man like Victor Beldrew? Well, basically, with this box.
Bogus.
I know. Isn't it amazing what they can come up with these days? It does everything you used to do, except complain about the air conditioning. But as I say, do feel free to pop in and visit us anytime you're passing, giving a minimum of 5 working days' notice and quoting this 6-digit reference number.
6-digit reference number.
Like, why would I do any of that?
Lucky old you,
I wanna
Victor.
visit you
A
bumps.
man of leisure at last.
So I guess since they did a whip around, dude didn't even get a severance package or anything. I don't think I'll be as calm as him if I showed up to work and said they eliminated my position with no notice.
I've been replaced by a box.
What are you talking about?
It's standard procedure, apparently, for a man of my age.
They haven't retired you.
Oh, haven't they? Oh, it's all a bad dream, then.
What did they say?
Bugger off, I think, was the general gist of it. I'm now officially a lower form of life than a Duracell battery.
You've got to keep busy, Mr. Beldrew. That's the thing.
Find things to occupy yourself. Like Jean here. Now, she's never idle, are you? He used to put on little shows for the children. He's still got all the junk stored up in the loft, you know, silk handkerchiefs, dummy pigeons, you name it.
So, when are you going to come down to the centre, then? Put on a show for us?
Yes, very funny.
He's too stubborn, I'm afraid.
Yes, they can be at that age.
Oh, can they? Can they really at that age, yes? Senile dementia, I believe it's called.
I believe it is.
I'm just not prepared to prostitute my art in front of 6 wizened zombies from the local WI. I've been plenty to occupy my time. I've been busy all these years. I'm not going to stop now. 14 more hours before it's time to go to bed. Oh, God. You won't do. What are you doing? Going to the toilet again? That's the only reason you're going upstairs, to go to the toilet. You only went 15 minutes ago. And the only reason you're going again now is to relieve the monotony. Pull yourself together, man.
Start a garden,
Becoming
man.
a lavatory junkie. If you go on like this, I'll have to wire your flies together. Weld your zip up with a soldering iron. Do something constructive. Give them a call. What have you got to use? I'm on 770-301. No, that is the home number. No, I'll be here all day. No, I'm not going out. No, I'll be here. Because I'll be here all day, that's why. Yes, in the house all day. Look, never mind sod that for a life. Just ask him to ring me. What? Oh, is he? Oh, yes. Hello. Yes. Well, could you hold on a second? There's someone at the door. Yes.
Oh, good morning, sir. My name's Nick. I'm calling on behalf of the Outward Bound Scheme for the Elderly. I was told you were in the Granny Annex.
Granny Annex? Look, I'm on the phone just now. Can you hang on for just 1 second, please?
It's a Granny Annex.
Hello, are you still there? Yes,
This
right.
is an old folks' home.
Come in for a little chat, why not?
Why not, indeed? Then we can get
Bro.
to know each other, have a friendly little natter. Basically, we provide little rides out and about, here, there, and everywhere, really.
I do not want to go to Eastbourne.
Plus a special minibus to Eastbourne. Once a month with a trained nurse on board, should anyone suddenly collapse or suffer a wheezing fit of some kind. Help the aged put us onto you, but I'm not quite certain.
Well, look, you can just bloody well piss off.
He's over
Mrs.
it.
Althorpe at 25. I believe she's ready to nail the lid down.
Yes, I hear what you're saying. A desire for independence is perfectly natural.
Oh no.
Yes.
Things are going great for this guy.
Yes. Well, you are entitled to that opinion, Mr. Glucken. Good afternoon. You're,
Victor Meldrew, the Crimson Avenger.
Yes, I'm
It's still on the ramp.
I'm sorry, sir?
You promised me it would be ready by 3:30. It is now 5 o'clock, and I can't help but noticing that my car is still stuck up on a ramp with a series of pimply youths in boiler suits and earrings underneath it. Now, what the hell's going on?
Just 1 second, Mr. Beldrew.
Pretty mellow on the phone. Yeah, with him. Got to his boiling point.
Yes, there does appear to be a slight hitch with that one, sir. Can you tell me what exactly was the problem with the car?
What do you mean you don't know what's wrong with it yet?
I'm afraid it won't be ready for you now until midday tomorrow.
Midday? I've got an interview for a job on the other side of town tomorrow. How am I going to get there?
Oh no.
Oh,
That,
look, aren't the geraniums now? Should we stop and have a look at them?
I think we all know what a geranium looks like, for God's sake.
Oh no.
What's the matter? Why have we stopped?
It's been stalling like this all week, damn thing. Now, if I could just get it on a roll down that slope there, we'd be in business.
Oh my god. All these old people pushing the car, bro. Did he really just leave him? Cold thing.
I have this working in just a jiffy here.
I don't think I feel very well, Mr. Beldrew. Mr. Beldrew.
Hey, bro, fix it while I'm out
I
of
don't feel very
it.
safe with it.
Maybe the blade's gone a bit rusted. Oh, bugger that.
Still trying to kill people.
Mr. Beldrew, what if it doesn't work?
It'll work. Have a little faith. Don't rock the frame like that. It won't do it any good. Perfect.
Oh,
working
bless
order.
him.
That's splendid. I'm very pleased with that.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Look at that rug. I just cleaned it.
I thought I told you to try it on a cushion first.
Oh, where's the pleasure in that? Anyway, it was fine. I didn't think it would be after all that time. I thought it might have gone a bit rusty.
Any luck?
Yes, at long last. They had to bring a new clutch, a complete new gearbox, and 4 new tires. Where are you going?
I said I'd take Mrs. Burkett for a meal tonight.
I thought she was dead.
No, they found out that was a mistake. She's still got a jippy spleen.
Yes?
Mr. Beldrew, it's Mrs. Warboys. I'm down at the community centre, but we were wondering if you could get down here at all. Run through your act, as it were, just to give us some sort of idea. It will be worth
Fletchy
your
time.
while, I promise you.
Well, look, I'm just in the mid... Will it be worth my while?
Oh, yes, Mr. Beldrew, definitely.
Right. Okay, I'll be there at 8. Fine. See you then. Goodbye.
Bye.
You never know. There's still time. They could be planning a big surprise or something.
Yes, going out for dinner with Mrs. Burkett. Not in that dress, she wouldn't.
She's about to be disappointed.
Just a second, Mr. Beldrew. Hang on there.
Poor dude.
Sorry?
What?
You're all done up like a dog's dinner. You off somewhere nice afterwards?
What? Oh, yes.
How's it worth his while? Did they give him some money or something? Piece of cake? Something?
You're supposed to fix this, for God's sake!
And his tire, bro? Come on, man.
Having trouble, Mr. Beldrew? Can I give you a lift anywhere?
No, did you get your ass beat? Oh, no. Oh, no, I already see where this is going.
Comes another one, look. It makes you wonder what their marriages must be like, eh? Hey, he's an old codger by the look of him. He's stopping next to Sharon.
Hey, let it go long enough.
The court then heard evidence from WPC Sharon Banks, who had been posing as a call girl as part of a police undercover operation to trap curb crawlers. First observed the accused driving round the area very slowly with a shifty look on his face. She said. After a moment, he pulled up and called out, "Excuse me, miss, but can you spare me some time?" When I asked what he meant by this, he replied, "I may need a hand pumping this thing up."
Fantastic.
A problem, I gather, commonly associated with elderly men. The court then heard that a search of Beldrew's car revealed a mind-boggling collection of chains, padlocks, and handcuffs. When quizzed about these by the prosecution, he claimed to have been out that night rehearsing an escapology act.
Got to change down. Slow down. Adapt to a new routine.
She's very positive. That's some good.
They say I might as well.
All right, man. That was a good first start, man. Especially the ending. That ended really, really good. I actually forgot about the magic stuff in the trunk. That was a nice addition with the cuffs and the chains and everything, make him like a freak. I knew where I was going. That was great, man. I was like, I know this is going. This dude, you know, dodgy gearbox and pulling up next to a bunch of hookers. Fantastic, man. I was like, man, poor dude. Gets fired without notice, replaced by a box, which just makes you feel like even more like shit, you know? Car breaks down, has to pay a bunch of money for that. They didn't even properly fix it. The shelf fell down. He thought there was a surprise party for him at the pavilion or what have you, and there was nothing there. Tried to get another job, got late for the interview because the person didn't fix his car soon enough. Thought he was gonna make it to the job. It ended up pushing the other guy's car and getting left. The guy just kept going down the hill. Oh no, at least I assumed they were left, dude. And then the whole hooker thing happens. He ends up in court, pissed off, and then is fined another $500. Like, what a terrible freaking week. I'll be shitty too. I'll be pissy as well, man. So yeah, as I said, this is a really good start to the show, man. It was very funny, especially the end of the episode. There are a few jokes that went over my head, as always, like when he was PO'd at the Prime Minister, I believe it was. Wasn't sure why he was pissed off. And he mentioned a couple of names as well that I missed that I wasn't familiar with who they were. So there were a couple of jokes that went over my head, but for the most part, it's pretty general stuff that I enjoyed. Just a grumpy old man, but actually I see why he's pissed off. It's really cold-blooded to fire somebody with no notice at all. But they have mentioned that he's always been pissy or like a grumpy person, and that's what's like why the whip around was taking so long and why he's probably never gonna see it. Also, their friend who came over mentioned it as well, so probably contributed to his termination, being grumpy all the time. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this. This is a good first episode to a series. I look forward to the next episode. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. Hopefully you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.